from Paris. It is midnight in Paris, or it's going to be midnight in a minute, and we will see the Eiffel Tower sparkle when it hits midnight. Big day today. Check out my Twitter feed. Oh my God. White House Communications Director caught in a blatant false statement. Will the White House Communications Director retract that statement? We will wait and see. Pablo says hello from Los Angeles. Wanda says hello. Good to see you, Wanda. So there you go. The Eiffel Tower is sparkling. Pascal Baron says good evening. Well, good evening, Pascal. We are in Paris, and as you can see, the Eiffel Tower is sparkling, which it does at the top of the hour here in Paris. Hello all, says Tina. Well, hello, Tina. Probably. So if you're wondering, what was that false statement? Oh my God. So basically, ABC was wondering why Dr. Fauci wasn't made available for a Sunday talk show, or somebody else from the task force. White House Communications Director said that it was a false statement because John never asked for anyone else from the task force. And if you look at my Twitter feed, you will see the email from John Carl from ABC to the White House Communications Director, where he names specifically several other people on the task force and says if Dr. Fauci isn't available, how about these other people? So the exact opposite of what the White House Communications Director said. Hopefully she will retract the statement. Sounds like you're eating your mask. Yeah, so I do have a mask on, so it probably does interfere somewhat with the sound. I guess I could take it off since there's no one near me. No one within 5 meters, I'd say. It's gorgeous, isn't it beautiful? Rebecca says hi. Well, hello, Rebecca. So, hello from Nasta in Houston. Catherine from Boston. Yeah, guys, tell me where you're from. Is Paris going to shut down? Well, Paris has increased their restrictions, so we are in full-blown second wave in Europe now. We got record high numbers in a number of EU states. Some of the countries that have particularly high numbers of cases are France, Spain, the UK, very high numbers. Hockey Rules says hi. Astef says that's pretty. Yes, it is. If you're on Reddit, like Astef is, don't forget to share it out. Hit that upvote button, very important. And yeah, you can even give me an award if you want. Mark says Kayla McKinney is quite good though. She could be harder on the reporters though. Yeah, but this was the White House Communications Director who specifically said that ABC did not request other guests. That's just not true. They requested other guests by name, and they went through a whole litany of names from the task force. Happy Monday, says Tim. Bill says hi. Do you think they've reopened too soon? No, I don't think they reopened too soon, and I'll tell you why I say they didn't open too soon. So we opened at the end of May, early June, and we actually had really great numbers through June and July, and even the better part of August. It was sort of the end of August and September that the numbers started shooting up again. What happened was, for one thing, is a lot of people traveled to Spain, and Spain had an outbreak. Those people then returned from Spain back to France or back to the UK and spreading the disease. So people, it's called the prevention paradox. Basically, Midnight in Paris could be a hit movie title. Yes, it could be. So Europe really had the situation down. We had obviously high cases back in March and April, but we were able to bring those back down to baseline through tough measures. But what happened afterwards is people got a little lax, which happens sometimes. People start not social distancing, not wearing masks again. And then, of course, it's going to start spreading again, which is what we see. Yes, the virus is just sitting there waiting for a chance. You don't want to make it easy for the virus. So the travel, no, it's not even so much the travel. It's really taking those mitigation guidelines lightly was the big problem. You know, after we didn't have many cases for months, people got a little bit lax and were thinking, oh, I don't have to social distance, I don't have to wear a mask. Actually, it's not true. You have to keep it up even when the numbers are low, so they stay low. And a lot of the spread, like in France in particular, we see was by young people. So it's by the younger generation getting it and then, unfortunately, spreading it to the more vulnerable population who then go to hospital. Virus never going away. Well, I don't like to say never. Like they say, never say never. You work in a hospital in Edinburgh, the word high up in health is they're planning on testing until at least March 2022. Yeah, testing needs to be done for quite a while, right? Because you always have to try to figure out what the degree of incidence in the population is. Contradictory message were sent to. Yeah, so that's part of the problem. One of the biggest problems that we see some areas with high incidence, other places with low incidence, is the mixed messaging. Mixed messaging really undermines the public health message, and so you get lower compliance. So the UK is kind of a good example of that. We see in the UK a very small percentage of those that were infected actually self-isolated. Something like only 18%, meaning you had people that had tested positive, so they are confirmed cases of infection, and they didn't self-isolate. So the important things to do is testing, so you know who's positive, contact tracing, so you know who to test, and then if you test positive, you need to self-isolate so you don't spread it to other people. So if you do those things, that goes a long way in getting the numbers down. And then if you augment that with mitigation strategies, social distancing, washing your hands frequently, and wearing a mask, the numbers can go down dramatically, as we've seen in places like Vietnam, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand. You know, and the consistent messaging helps in all those measures. If you don't do those things, then we see the ridiculously high numbers like we see in the United States and the United Kingdom, Spain and France and a few other places. Kathy Lewis says hi from Reddit. Hello, Kathy Lewis. Don't forget, if you're watching this on Reddit, hit that upvote and hit the upvote button so that we can stay broadcasting. Uh-oh. Did our signal go down a little bit? Let's step back a little bit. We're here at the Trocadero, where we get a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. This is going to be a short broadcast today because it's midnight. I don't want to turn into a pumpkin. I didn't say anything about shutdowns. So the only time you have to do shutdowns is when you're basically failing with your messaging and your mitigation strategies. So shutdowns are temporary measures that go in place when incidence rates are really high and ICU occupancy levels or ICU occupancy levels get too high. And so it's really to protect the healthcare system. So sometimes, unfortunately, they are necessary, but it basically means that you failed in the mitigation strategies. It's the great Euro, Charlie Brown. Yes, so we just saw the Eiffel Tower do its sparkling bit. It does for 5 minutes, or actually I think it's 4 minutes, at the top of the hour. It'll probably go dark at 1 o'clock. Elephant. We are broadcasting on several streams at the same time, several platforms. So this should be out on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, hopefully. Although we had a technical problem last time. On Periscope, Twitter, and on Instagram. Check out my Instagram channel. And on Reddit. Well, we're in a power outage for 4 days and nights in upstate New York. We had a microburst. Hey, Euro from Seattle, Washington, says George Miller. Well, hello, George Miller. And Kathy Lewis. Reddit guys, don't forget, hit that upvote, and we can continue this going. So, Kathy, I had no idea that you guys were in a power outage 4 days and 4 nights. That's kind of a long time. I hope you're well and others are well. YouTube is live. Yay! So the YouTube is working, says George Miller. I guess you guys are on YouTube, maybe, not on Reddit like I was thinking. So that's awesome. No se va Messi. So we got guys out here trying to sell me a bottle of wine. How French is that? So they're walking around selling bottles of wine and beer for those people that want a little refreshment. Let's talk about it. LOL. Yes. So YouTube is live. So if you're watching on my YouTube live channel, what can you do? Well, you can hit the like button. You can be sure to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can hit the bell so you get notified when I go live. And you can leave a comment. All those things are very much appreciated and help me out a lot. This guy is, I don't know if you can see him, probably too dark, but there's a guy standing on a column here in front of the tower. It's pretty funny. What is the video quality like on YouTube? You're on Haps. Normally I use Periscope. Oh, Chewy, that's awesome. So Haps should have a really good video quality on their stream. They always have in the past. And you guys should download that app if you don't have it. Download it already. You can follow me there on Haps, a great platform for live streaming on multiple platforms at the same time. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. And where else can you follow me? Periscope, of course. Instagram. And Reddit. Even Reddit. Why not? Liz Donnelly says hi from New York City. Liza, sorry. Said Liz. Liza Donnelly from New York City. She is on Haps. And she does some great live streams. Oh my God, I really enjoy watching her live streams. Dark right now. It's late. It is late. Kathy says, I cooked shrimp scampi and coffee on your camping stove. Got to have my coffee. Microburst or not. So guys, definitely follow Liza Donnelly on Haps and her other social media platforms. I just enjoy her commentary and watching her drawing and all that type of stuff. It is really amazing. Wanda says, I can never get your YouTube to work live. You shouldn't have to do anything. You should be able to go to my YouTube channel and just see the live stream. Maybe you're not on the right window for the live stream because there's other people in here watching it. So last time it wasn't working, but this time it is working. Hey, Euro says the Outside Insider. Kind of like that name. You're late. It is kind of late. It's midnight in Paris. Paris is your second favorite city after New York City. Jealous. So yes. Paris and New York are definitely in my favorite cities list, right near the top. Two amazing cities. So I live in Paris, but I have lived in New York, and that was awesome too. This guy just said, it's so beautiful. Is she on YouTube, Euro? I don't know if she's on YouTube. I always... Maybe she can tell us if she's on YouTube or not. Love from Liverpool, says Lorraine. Well, hello, Lorraine, and thanks for the love from Liverpool. We've had some talented musicians from Liverpool. So good to see you. I need to get up to Liverpool because there's a lot of sites I'd like to visit. He's fashionably late. I am fashionably late. I did mean to to live stream earlier today, but I had some issues. And I couldn't live stream earlier. So this area is so beautiful. It's basically empty. I know you can't really see because it's so late, but there's like maybe 10 people out here. So it's very different from previous years, where even at midnight there would be a lot of people here. But we don't have the tourists like we used to, and people don't go out as much as they used to because of this pandemic. So I can't wait till we have this thing behind us. Aren't we going to miss the last metro? That's why I'm heading back to the metro now. I want to make sure that I don't miss the last metro. So one time there was also somebody else's live streaming. Got another live streamer out here. But yeah, the last time we did this, I did miss the last metro. Or maybe it was the penultimate time. But I'm going to try really hard not to miss it this time. Hello from Los Angeles. By the way, this is my third time on this app. So I really love this app. And the very first time I was on this app, we had, thanks to you guys, 100,000 live viewers. You know, not replays, but live viewers, 100,000. That was very impressive. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it a lot. Welcome to my world. Issues is my middle name. Yes. Yeah, it was a long walk home. So that night, I didn't get home till like 3 or 4 in the morning because I missed the last metro. It's not even that long of a walk, really, but I ended up just walking and talking with people. You and me to this virus has to go. We do have to get rid of this virus. Everybody needs to do their part. You know what, guys? Wearing a mask, it's not really that big of a deal. Now listen, I agree with you. I'll be the first one to say it's inconvenient. Of course it is. You know, if you wear glasses, it steams up your glasses. Otherwise, you know, it gets a little warm and a little bit of moisture in there, and it's not comfortable. All those things, I agree. It's inconvenient, but it's necessary and it's important, and you can literally save people's lives by wearing a mask. It does slow down the spread. We have plenty of studies and evidence to show that masks work, and we should do that. You know, I mean, just look at a place like, you know, Taiwan has something like 8 deaths total in COVID-19. The U.S. over 200,000 and racking up another few thousand every week. Yes, over 100,000. It was a record. Yes, and live viewers, not replay. Oh no, Euro, you do love to talk, and I'm chatty catty. Sure I do. Well, anyways, I really got to get going, guys, because otherwise I will miss the last metro. So I'm cutting it kind of close as we speak. So I'm going to end here. Oh my God, Allie just joined. Oh my God, Allie, so good to see you. Chewy says I wear a mask 9 to 5. Yes, just like Dolly Parton. Monday to Friday, I'm an accountant in a hospital. Oh wow, thank you for scoping. Love to scope. What seriously? Yes, seriously, 8 deaths. Look, guys, if you go to my Twitter feed, I do all kind of charts, and you will see there's a world of difference between some countries. So some countries like the US, UK, Sweden, oh my God, ridiculously high mortality. But there are other places like Germany, Finland, Norway, South Korea, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand, and on, that have very little. So, and when I say little, I'm talking about, you know, the United States has 75 times more deaths than South Korea. Almost 6 times more than Germany. You know, if the United States could keep its mortality rate to the same as Germany, right, which is a wealthy industrialized country like the United States, there would be 175,000 fewer dead people in the U.S. Think about that. If the United States just did what Germany did, there'd be 175,000 fewer deaths. But unfortunately, they didn't. But, every week, those deaths keep climbing in the U.S. Like I said, it's thousands every week. Sometimes it's 1,000 in a day. But, always like 3,000 a week, 5,000 a week. It's really, really high. Nice to see you again. So, the message of all that is wear a mask. Wear a mask. It's not that hard. Anyways, I really do have to sign off, or I will definitely miss the last metro. Thanks. Bye.